Some say what the video shows isn't realistic. News 8's David Gottfredson spent the day working to get answers for us. David?
Science is very clear that you cannot overdose by touching fentanyl.
The notion that a deputy could overdose by simply touching or accidentally breathing fentanyl is false, according to Health Sciences Associate Professor Leo Beletsky at UC San Diego School of Medicine.
It is technically impossible to touch fentanyl powder and feel any effects of it, let alone overdose.
Last week, Sheriff Bill Gore posted what he called a public safety video showing body cam footage of a deputy collapsing on the pavement, claiming he had been exposed to fentanyl in the field.
I'm Deputy David Faiivae, and I almost died of fentanyl overdose.
It's unclear exactly how the deputy was exposed, whether by touch or accidental inhalation, but some experts say the video may contribute to a false narrative about fentanyl overdose.
This video is not an overdose. It is not possible to overdose on fentanyl in this way.
Ryan Marino is a medical toxicologist at Case Western Reserve University in Ohio.
His pupils are normal size. His color never changes. His arms are kind of rigid and outstretched. His eyes stay open. All of these things really point away from an opioid overdose or any overdose.
The UC San Diego doctor agrees.
The visible symptoms, what we see from the video, could be consistent with a panic attack. It could be, any number of things. People have, fainting events all the time.
And Dr. Marino says the sheriff's video actually does a disservice to first responders.
If I told you day in and day out that if you are near fentanyl, if you touch fentanyl by accident, you're going to overdose, you're going to die, then the second you come into contact with something that you think is fentanyl or you confirm is fentanyl, that is going to cause a very severe fear, panic reaction.
The doctors who appeared in our report were first interviewed by the New York Times, so this case is getting national attention. News 8 asked the Sheriff's Department to release all of the body cam video that appeared in this incident to News 8, and they tell us that will happen as soon as possible. Marcella?
David, there's no question that fentanyl represents a real public safety risk. How is that deputy doing?
We wanted to interview that deputy, but the Sheriff's Department says he is out of the country and unavailable. News 8 also requested the Sheriff's Department release toxicology reports that would prove he actually overdosed on fentanyl. We are still waiting for a response to that request.
Definitely an eye-opening and somewhat alarming video, but it is raising the questions about fentanyl and the dangers of it. Thanks so much, David.